Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So, I'm gonna start clearing out some more of these little things. Actually, I can remove this because that is where one of the day-night things is. This is for Adonis. I actually removed the markings over here because I didn't need them. Anyways, there's something right here. This little lamp. I know the way, but those Jeebus Shiri just had to say that I got lost, and even scolded me for crying over a small matter. I wasn't lost, and I didn't cry over some small thing. I'll just leave a marking in the future. Okay. Who knows what that's about? It's nighttime now, so I was thinking something might have changed with that by now. Also, as silly as this sounds, I finally found out how to get to the guy that has a quest marker. I can't believe I didn't do this. If I'd just gotten a little bit more down, I would have been able to find him. For some reason, I just gave up halfway. I don't know. So let's talk to this person. Why is that glowing? Whatever. Let's talk to this person. Ugh, not a step closer, you fiends. No borrowing at these hours. Hey, don't shout at us so suddenly. We're not here to borrow books. We don't even know how to read Byakuyakoku's script. Alright. I'm fine now. Let me introduce myself. My name would be Emma in the Inazuma style. I'm the librarian here, at least until the day ends. Until the day ends? That's right, we're all moving to live above sea level tomorrow. Now, if only I could get those 5 darn books back. I'm rather ticked off right now, if you must know. Why, if Tokoyo Okami in Enkanomiya had eyes to see, it would surely leave a shade of Tokoyo for me behind right now. Oh my goodness. The angriest, most anxious person in Enkanomiya. That's me, Emma. What did you lose that's got you so anxious? The books are not that important. What's important is that this is Byakuyakoku's final day. I don't want to go down in history as a librarian who could never get some books back, even up until the last day. That's true. This afterimage of hers is forever stuck on her final day. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I've just been a waste of effort to bring up, haven't I? Divine Priestess, Lord Watatsumi Omikami. I betrayed your trust, haven't I? When we get to the surface, I'll consign myself to guarding the deep sea spirit herb. You know what? If reincarnation exists, I'll guard it in my next life, too. You can't be blamed for a job done poorly if all you do is delegate young people to run some errands, right? Right? Actually, speaking of young people and errands... Uh-oh. Wait, please. Don't run off just yet. I mean, you two look kind of busy anyway. Right? Well, yeah. Great. Since you're running around Enkanomiya at the moment, could you see if you can help me find these books? I mean, I'm not expecting much, but... Oh, fine, let's just help her, shall we, Aether? After all, she's been reliving her last day for a few thousand years now. At the moment, the books that have yet to be returned are The Serpent and Drakes of Tokoyo Koku, the Hydraulical Studies in Byakuyakoku, In the Light Beneath the Shadows, and the records of experiments conducted by Michiya and the people with them. As for the 5th book, I actually have some idea where it might be. Before Sun and Moon was stolen, and the suspects have been locked up in the hanging prison beneath the Dainichi Mikoshi. Beneath the Dainichi Mikoshi, huh? The Jeebus Shiri threatened them, saying that if they didn't give up its location, they would be abandoned in the hanging prison. They would be the last 3 people left in Enkanomiya. Of course, that was only intended to scare them. When it comes to time to move tomorrow, they will probably be released. Don't tell them that, though. Among the suspects is a guy called Ante. He's got a real temper and isn't the type to give up anything unless you really threaten him. Sounds like a tough guy to get along with. Whatever the case, you can start from there whenever you're free. Okay. Collection of dragons and snakes, huh? Is it gonna give me like a lead on where to go? Aside, I found 2 of the 5 books so far. Let me talk to her again. Is there anything you'd like to know? Right now, no other questions. I might come back to her later. I'm not expecting much. Decreases the pressure you're putting on the other person by indicating that you won't be disappointed. On the other hand, I'll wait for good news from you. Helps motivate the other party. I'm a regular seedbed for various lost arts of Byakuya now aren't I? Why would she word it like that? Because to say that it's a lost art would imply that she's aware that she's a shade for Tokoyo. Anyways, let's go this way to the ham that's over here, while ignoring all of the enemies because there's really no point in fighting them. And there is a thing down here. Just gotta be careful as I go down. Oh, look at that. I guess I never got that before for some reason. Or that, or it only appeared at night. One of the 2. Let's break these very fast. I can always use more iron chunks. I don't know why, but those feel like they've become rare as I started to explore new areas. They seem pretty abundant in Mondstadt. And even in Liyue to a certain extent. What? Oh, why would I do that to myself? That was dumb. I'm like expecting that to change the puzzle in some way, and well, it changed the puzzle in some way, but not in the way I was hoping for. So I've got to go in here and hit this, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Let's hit this again. And that's probably it for that puzzle. So I can actually remove this little ham here. I'll still look around a little bit more just in case. Okay, now what's going on with this little island over here? Can I get to it from where I'm at? It might be more troublesome to get to it from over here. It might actually be better if I start off up high. Think about this. I'll start from here and then jump over to there. I'm gonna search the center island next after I do this, because I know that there's like that one challenge that I did a while back that I never figured out where the orbs were. Oh, look at this. Right up here. Small problem with my stamina here. And I did not know that there would be enemies over here with a treasure chest, but it's possible that at night enemies are added or whatever.
Let's play.
And treasure chests are added because of those enemies or something. I don't know.
Think you can get away?
You guys are dead, that's all I know. For sure. There we go. Gotcha.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes.
Is that it?
Seems suitably sophisticated.
Seems like it. Whoa! Okay. This is cool. I have a feeling that you're supposed to light up these 2 first. Then you go back up here, and that's why that day-night thing was up here. Because of this puzzle down here. Alright, let me climb up out of that hole and then change it from night to day. Shades of Tokoyo only show up during the evening. Well, yeah, I know that.
Stabilize.
I want to collect the Sunsettia very fast. Okay, cool. Give me my prize. Now I'll have to switch back to nighttime now. Okay, so let's jump on over to that island now. Well, it's looking like I may not be able to make it. I hope I can. Oh wait, maybe it's down there. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Right down there. And I can even see a Sealy that I never got. I think that's the Sealy that I remember trying to get the one time. And when I had tried to get it, I didn't see where it had gone. And because I didn't see where it had gone, I just decided to wait till later. So we're gonna find out now where this Sealy goes. Okay. I don't like this already. Okay, Sealy, where'd you go? Phosphorus guidance? Well, that's nice and all, but I... Okay. Yeah. That was cool, I suppose.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Now the question is how do I get back over to that island? Okay, time to see if there's anything on this island that I never did. There's a fairly decent chance that I've already done everything on this island now. Yeah, it's looking more and more likely that that's the case. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this mark. And then I'm gonna get over to this island because I left a mark on it for some reason. I don't remember why, but I'm guessing we'll find out in a second. Okay, there is a quest on this island. This is the third group of people you've set here on Enkanomiya's last day. If you want to collect the experimental records, then I have nothing to say to you. Perhaps if you can convince the Erebos and Sangonomiya factions to cease their squabbling, we may yet discuss this. In any case, I am on Sangonomiya's side. It's better that these records remain forever buried here in the darkness. Experimental records? What? You're not here to retrieve them? Then leave. But, that said, no ordinary person should have been able to enter this place. Are you a Jiba Shiri? Or were you sent here by Sangonomiya to silence us? No, we're just... Well, aren't you the bright spark? What do you mean? We're here to watch you work. We're here to check on the measures you've taken to ensure the security of the records. Whatever the case, your ability to get here indicates that you are no ordinary person. But I don't care whose side you are on. Leave this place, better sooner than later. I place the records deep within the site, and the way can only be opened by activating an elemental monument. That will require a large amount of elemental energy. Once everyone leaves Byakuyakoku, the Bathismal Bishops or Bishops or will be let loose. These have been raised to react to a special kind of elemental energy. The Bathismal Bishops here are all an enhanced variety, and they have a very high chance of passing their unique traits on to their offspring. In a few years, this place will be swarming with powerful Bathismal Bishops. As such, the records shall be safe as can be. Wouldn't it be safer to just have the records burnt? That was the option that I favored, but our research team is split. And it's not as if I don't understand the other perspectives. We're saving Watatsumi. We're heroes. Ugh, we're going to be the villains in this story, aren't we? Both these views have merit. Besides, leaving the truth to a generation that can forgive us for what we've done, that is an option that I can also accept. What'd they do? Like, I mean, I already got the impression that they messed up somehow, but I know that they messed up with the Sun Children for sure. Looking at you, you must either be a Jiba Shiri or one of Sangonomiya's retainers. Tell the higher-ups this, that Michiya will remain in the restricted zone until the moment of departure comes to ensure that no one else approaches the area. So that makes you Michiya then. Mm-hmm. Although I'll probably have to change my name once we get up above the surface to start a new life. Still, our wrongdoings are not so easily wiped away. Interesting. So talk to the after image in the restricted area, and then it's going to give me a different quest. Or not. Wait, is that... That was it? Well, that's interesting. So I just needed to talk to that after image there. Does it have a... Okay, it doesn't have anything else to give me. Now, there is still a mark over here. So I want to check that out. I don't need to fight against the bishops. Okay, yeah, there's definitely something going on here. Just based off of that down there alone. But also, look at this. A puzzle that I never solved, and I never marked it. I must not have seen it before, or I did see it, and for some reason I just didn't think of marking it. Which is a little bit annoying. I can sometimes understand why I don't mark stuff, but in this particular case, I wish I had if I did see it.
Gem.
I'm checking this upper layer first because I want to make sure that there's nothing that I've missed that's like really obvious before going to that one island that has the mark on it. I'm wondering how it expects me to do this. So I could change it to day very fast, but what was the purpose of this room being blocked off? Was there a treasure chest in here before, or is there something else going on? Let me try something.
Quake.
Is there anything to do with this? No. Why did they put this here, and why did they block that off at night? Okay, from what I can tell, there isn't really anything I can do here. Well, at least my visit to this little island wasn't... Oh, wow, those things in the distance there were temporarily in a state of being unsolved, and then it suddenly set them to solved. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is go to the main island again and start getting some of these little things. Oh, I could remove that mark. Nah, I'll keep it there for now. It's not hurting to have that there, and I'll hopefully remember that that's what that's about later. Anyways, this is what I wanted to activate. Where is it? Oh. Okay. This time I'm hoping that I can, Okay, there's two right there. Now, where is the final one? Oh, right there. Was it always as simple as that? Or was it really glitching out before?
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Huh. Oh, okay. I have no problems with that outcome. Let's, I think it's this pin. Let's do that very fast. Go inside this little area because, yeah, there is a puzzle here. I gotta defeat these two first, though. I wonder why I never solved this. Do you think that this would have been really easy for me to solve? And it's hard to remember details surrounding this stuff because it's been such a long time. Anyways, I'm sure that there was a good reason for it. It could have been something as simple as maybe only being able to do it at night or something. Die, enemies. Probably for the second time. There we go. Unless another one appears out of nowhere, then that's good. Okay, I'll switch over to D-Luke very fast. Okay, D-Luke. Well, this is interesting. Oh, it's Abe Raku. Hello, Abe Raku. My name is Abe Raku, Helios Forger. And Paimon's, well, Paimon. We're doing introductions now? Well, since he started it, guess it's just good manners. It is but a small matter. Indeed, it is I who has treated you with utter disregard, having come to receive you in such a tragic state. Don't worry, we don't mind, right, Aether? Still, why are you here, mister? I am the creator of the Helios, and this place is my final resting place. Falling asleep in a dark, icy place never to wake. How could I just die like that? I, the Helios Forger. The creator of the Helios? What's the Helios? Alright, Helios is what I called my creation in private. Perhaps this is not known to you, but the people of Byakuya Koku called this thing the Dainichi Mikoshi. Helios is the Dainichi Mikoshi, the solar chariot that drives the Hyperion. Byakuya no Hikari? I think that's what it says there in the little text. Anyways, so you're the creator of the Dainichi Mikoshi? Indeed it is. Oh, traveler from another land, though I did create it, I was placed under house arrest, and imprisoned above my own creation. After my death, my soul was scattered across the land of Byakuya Koku, and many of my memories were lost in that scattering. I remember that there was something very important, high above the Dainichi Mikoshi, but I can no longer remember it. Please, distant wayfarer, could you help me retrieve my clothes, crown, and bones, which have been placed in 3 different places? You may find them in the Narrows, the Evernight Temple, and the Serpent's Heart. Offer them up upon the 3 altars, and my soul shall be reunited, and I shall be able to open the way to the Dainichi Mikoshi for you. Then you will be able to travel above the Dainichi Mikoshi into the closed spaces hidden in the Veil of Evernight. I mean, of course, there's a whole quest for it. What's this about? Oh. I can place 1 there. And... okay. 1 over here. So, I placed 2 down, and... please claim the offerings at the Narrows, the Evernight Temple, and Serpent's Heart. Okay. So the Narrows, Evernight... there's the Evernight Temple, Serpent's Heart, and the Narrows. Now, I may have already gotten the one at the Narrows and Serpent's Heart, but it could have also been the Evernight Temple. I don't know. One of these 2 probably has that, though, and it probably involves doing one of his little fighting challenges. So I'll worry about that a little bit later. For now, since there aren't any marks on the map there, I'll keep this one active in case I happen to find any of those books along the way. I have a feeling that the Divine Bridle is probably related to this quest. Just a hunch. I wouldn't be even remotely surprised, though. Okay, so I'm guessing also that there are some things under here. Yep, I knew it. I had a feeling that I placed the marks down because of these. Because I remember seeing a bunch of these under here before, and since it was daytime, I couldn't access them. Go ahead and do that. And then this. There's my treasure chest.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
I find it funny that that timed perfectly with him getting hit by that guy's attack. So this is obviously not active. And the thing is this way, apparently. Oh, there should be something down here. Yeah, right here. I remember this now. So let's go ahead and follow this guy as he leads me on a wild goose chase. This could be a little bit annoying. Yeah, this really was for that. I remember seeing that shield in that this guy was behind, this little Celia was behind during the day, and I was like, is that the Celia I'm looking for? I don't know. Well, turns out it really was. So, what is this mark over here for is the question now. I'm seeing a quest on the minimap. Right here. I may have to go over to that in a second. So, yeah, this right here. I had to solve a puzzle and I was collecting all the things, and if I had activated that puzzle during the nighttime, I would have been able to just run across this. Anyways, oh no, I didn't mean to fall off there. I didn't know that you could fall off there. I'm gonna remove that. and then go over to where that is. Now the question is where is the quest giver? Maybe there's some kind of area underneath, and yep, there is. Wow, I never would have known if it weren't for this. I wonder if there's some places under here that yeah, I probably should keep this in mind for day. Pickaxe, like that. And then I'll know that there's something going on with this little spot. Because I have a feeling that I would forget otherwise. What the? Oh, suspect, huh? Let's talk to this suspect. Oh, never mind. Let's talk to this suspect. Are you the Jibashiri they've sent to release us? Nah, you're too young. You must be an apprentice or something. Ha. But you know what? I'm not shocked. I'll bet those high and mighty Jibashiri couldn't stand the loss of face from accusing 3 innocent people, so they sent some youngster down to do their dirty work and apologize in their stead. Isn't that right? Are you the people who've been suspected of stealing before Sun and Moon? What suspect? The name's Ogura. And we were falsely accused, alright? But never mind that. You're not here to let us out, are you? Well, if it's not that, I suppose you're after that guy. That guy? The third guy. I don't know him well, but the fellow next to me does. Just a bit. But it does count. Go on, ask him. The guy who escaped is a rather fierce character, but I can guarantee that he, like the 2 of us here, is innocent. I mean, come on, it's Enkanomiya's last day. Let's not endanger human lives now, shall we? Okay, so let's talk to this guy now. Forget the book. Forget whether we were falsely accused or not. Go find Ante. Ante? Yes, he's the 3rd guy who was locked up together with us. I'm Oshima, and as for that guy, his name is Antigonus. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that correctly. Or Ante, if you want the Narukami islandized version. He was an apprentice Jibashiri as well, fierce temper and super strong to boot. He escaped by grabbing the tiny bumps in the cliff and climbing right out of here. That's just horrifying. Is that even possible for normal people? Actually, I can do that too. Ugh, forget it. You people who volunteered to become Jibashiri, I bet you trained so hard that you cease to be human anymore. I've heard that the test to become a Jibashiri involves the candidate lifting 1 foot with both hands and standing in a circle. That'll make no sense to me. Anyways. Then they gather 12 other Jibashiri to stab at them with spears, and if they can go an entire night without being injured, they pass. I mean, you're a Jibashiri candidate. Is that rumor true? Not as far as I know. Seriously, are you telling me that it's even worse? Come on, tell me. Isn't the issue with Ante more important? Oh, right. Yeah. He said that he would leave us a picture of a bird as a sign to mark his path. It's an animal you can't find here in Enkanomiya. It can fly, it has wings, and it symbolizes freedom or something. Isn't that a bird? Wait, what are you talking about, Paimon? Right. That's right, bird. He told me that his plan was to climb up, retrieve a set of official issue exploration gear that he'd hidden there beforehand, and then set off in the direction of the Serpent's Heart. Said he was following some leads about a delegation from Conria. He said that he'd prove our innocence, even if that was the last thing he did, and that if any officials or shrine maidens came to look for us, we should tell them that he was headed for the Serpent's Heart. So yeah, even if he doesn't make it, he'll leave a bird picture behind as a clue to lead people to the proof that we're innocent. As long as nothing goes wrong, you should be able to find it by following the bird pictures. Our lives are at stake here, so please go. Bird pictures, huh? Well, this is interesting. So now I've got to look for Ante all the way down here in the Serpent's Heart. Let me see something very fast. Why is there a mark right here? Oh, there's a mark right there because of the day-night thing. but they're just after images. Paimon thinks their story ended happily after all. They were released, left Enkanomiya, and lived in Watatsumi Island for the rest of their lives. I didn't read the rest of what Paimon had said because I didn't even know she was talking. But she was clearly talking about these three guys. Okay, so what I could do is explore the rest of this island later on. I still gotta explore this little thing here. And I'll leave this mark for the... Oh, it won't let me... There we go. It wouldn't let me change it. I'm going to leave that mark right there for that day-night, changer thing. So let's go ahead and start up Yun Jin's quest again. Okay, so I have to follow them again. And this time, I'm not going to get caught. Okay, carefully follow them.
What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear?
That was a little bit unfair, game. Here. I'm gonna be... Oh. You cannot get very close to them, can you? Hey, at least it tells me when I turn the camera away from them whether or not he can see me. Okay. As long as I stay within a certain distance while hiding behind stuff, it'll be fine.
I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
This guy's a jerk.
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
Okay, I gotta be careful still. Whoa! Thankfully, even though I jumped right in front of him, it's still okay. What's going on?
Are you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steambird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid of? As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works. Case in point, that blonde guy seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yun Jin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough. I'm reporting you to the Millilith.
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof? You'd better tread carefully, Missy. First you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Now, in the other endings, they never came back or whatever, so obviously she did something Uh,
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
no need to check in with Yun Jin. This ends now. Or I should stay hidden for now and check in with Yun Jin. So there's another split path here. Okay, so I'll select the top one for now. No need to
Who's
check
there?
in with Yun Jin. Okay. Who's there,
Oh.
indeed?
It's you. What do you want? I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid or I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yun Jin throughout all of Liyue.
Are you sure? Because I have a sharp pointy stick, you know.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun earlier that I didn't notice who it was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's the traveler. You know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the... what have I gotten myself into?
And you threatened the wrong person, buddy.
No need to get all worked up here. What we meant was,
Stop playing dirty.
yes, quite right. You are quite right. I'm disappearing into thin air as we speak. Just my luck.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
I heard everything. It's not your fault.
But I'm so ashamed. I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
Interesting. I'll find out in a little bit if that was actually an alternate path. You know, because that could have had maybe a different ending.
Did you find anything out?
Yes, I did. She asked me to apologize on her behalf. You tell Yun Jin about everything that happened.
I see. Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shiryun for longer.
Oh, Shiryun. I forgot that that's how her name was pronounced.
She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
I didn't know that this is what you had in mind.
Yun Jin.
Oh. Now this is interesting. So that led back into the other ending. The one that I already got. Yep, it is the same ending that I already got. So what I need to do is repeat that again, one more time, and choose that other option that I didn't choose. I wish I had chosen that other option. Let me see something very fast. Yep. Thankfully, they don't make me do the whole sneaking around thing. I can actually start from right here.
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
I should stay hidden for now and check in with Yun Jin.
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You. Hey, wait!
Okay. So now I have to report back to Yun Jin. Thankfully, I didn't have to sneak away.
Did you find anything out?
Well, you tell Yun Jin about everything that happened.
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
Should we report it to the Millilith?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millilith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved. Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
There has to be some evidence at their base of operations.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. And you've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Sure, leave it to me.
Great. Thank you.
Yun Jin immediately drafts a letter.
The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter. If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
Okay. Cool. A letter that Yun Jin personally wrote to Shuryen, huh? Let me see something. How far away is it? Okay, not very far.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do?
You show up once the editor-in-chief is sufficiently far away.
You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier.
Yun Jin wrote this letter for you.
Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away. Wow. Really? I can't believe this.
What does the letter say?
Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary.
Huh.
You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought. I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
This is quite the solution she came up with. She is quite amazing.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems.
Can you lead me to their base of operations?
Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence.
Maybe he's planning to fire you once your probation period ends?
I wouldn't put it past him. But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
Okay. So he is all the way up there again, right?
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late. So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier? You guys seemed, pretty close. Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely?
I'm right here.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Shuryen? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shuryen, don't forget the contract you signed.
Funny, that contract's just what we came to
The
discuss.
Traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign? It isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous, it's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, back to our interview?
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well.
That sounds pretty bad.
So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival, well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
You? I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Huh. The editor-in-chief leaves in a panic.
Miss Yun, why did you stop me?
Are we really just going to let him go? Or he'll destroy all the evidence the moment he gets back?
Right, and the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
Uh-huh.
An act? Show us the way to what? Yun Jin, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
Ah, I see what's going on.
Yes, I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Shuyun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
I can't believe you even kept us in the dark.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications. Ah, I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Uh-huh.
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Well, yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Shuyun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature interview with you? Okay, I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
That was nice. And a few friends you shall find. It is far easier to earn 1,000,000 mora than to find someone who knows your heart. Let's go ahead and save that. And this is actually where I'm going to be stopping. But I'll first claim the reward for this ending. Why? Am I crazy? I thought it... Whatever. Give me a second. Did that say I had 3 endings? No, it says I have 2. Okay. Anyways, yeah. The next time I play, I'll be probably exploring the path down, you know, this path right here. Which involves starting from here, obviously. No, I don't want to
go next.
I don't want to talk to them
If
yet.
you'd like to see Liyue's
So,
spots, I have a few references.
Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and I'll be exploring Enkanomiya too, so yeah. Bye-bye.